have a memory. A few years back, I was doing a show at the comic strip, and my idol, Mr. Paul Rodriguez, was in town doing a benefit. He calls up the comic strip and he says,
Hey, listen, I'm doing a benefit up the street. Y sabes qué, vato? I'm gonna come down there and I wanna do some shots, unos tequilas and unos tacos. I'm like,
let's do it. He shows up to the club and he says, all right, get in the car, let's go. I go, where are we going?
We're going to Juarez.
Juarez? Let's eat some tacos here.
I can't afford you here. Let's go to the other side.
So we wind up on the other side and we wound up killing some tacos and, we wound up crossing the border. And when we crossed the border, it was a few months after I taped a bunch of water commercials here. You guys remember the water commercials? And then they pulled me off the advertising because they said I was too fat to sell water. Whatever. So we're crossing the border and immigration was right there and they're checking the cars and we're in a blue van. My buddy Jim, who's sitting over there, was driving. And Border Patrol comes over to the window and he opens the door and he sees me. He goes, oh my God, it's you. You're hysterical. And I go, what do you think of this guy? And Paul was like, hey, what's up? And the guy was like, oh my God. And so we wound up taking pictures at the border. And it was so funny because we're outside the car and we're pretending to be arrested, right? People are driving by going,
let Paul Rodriguez and Pikachu go. They're American, puto. Let them go.
It's priceless. We crossed the border and Paul's like,
hey, I wanna go hang out and have a good time.
He went to this place off the 10 called Jaguars. It's a male, gentleman's club, whatever you want to call it. So we go in there and I'm like, oh my God. As soon as we walked in, I'm thinking Paul's gonna be all, shh, I don't want nobody to know I'm here. Goes over to the DJ and the DJ's like, all right, ladies, look who just walked in, Paul Rodriguez. All of a sudden, there's like 32 lap dances that stop like that. And all these girls, they bum rush Paul, and I'm like, wow, I gotta get funnier. So we're hanging out there for a couple hours. We wind up outside in the parking lot, and this girl jumped into the car, and she's like, oh my God, Paul Rodriguez, I love you. My mom is a huge fan too. Here, please, please, please. And
whatever you want, okay, ven para acá, come here.
Here, please, talk to her on the phone.
Ora.
He looks at me in the front seat, and he goes,
hey, tú, Iglesias, here. Be me.
He put me on the phone with the girl's mom. I'm like,
hey, señora, how you doing? Yeah, your daughter, she's a real angel. Yeah, that's what they call her here.